Welcome back to my channel, loves. Today we are making a twisted headband, and the first thing we are going to do is measure the circumference of her head. Mine is about 21.5 inches, so I'll be sticking with 22 inches. So I'm going to chain enough to 22 inches on my measuring tape. So I'm going to grab my yarn now. I'm using a 4mm crochet hook for this project. So I'm going to chain enough so I'm making single chains. I just made a slip knot and I'm going to start chaining now. So I'm going to keep chaining one till I get to 22 inches. So I just chained 22 inches now, and don't forget to always stretch your work, and you can check it on your head to see if it actually fits, so you'd be sure. I'm just going to check mine now. It's correct. So we are going to proceed to the first row of our work. So I made a total of 75 chains, and we're going to move into the first row now. So to the first row, we are going to chain one, and for this twisted headband we'll be doing half double crochet stitches. So you're not going to insert your hook into this first one, you're going to insert into the second chain space, and always make sure that you're crocheting on the right side of your work. The right side is where it appears to be like a V, while this is the wrong side. So this is the right side. So I'm not going to insert my hook into this first chain space, it will be into the second. So I'm going to yarn over and insert into the second chain space, yarn over and pull up a loop. You would have 3 loops on your hook, and you yarn over and pull through all 3. So into the next chain space, yarn over, insert into the next chain space, pull up a loop. You have 3 on your hook, and yarn over, pull through all 3. So we are going to be doing this throughout for the first row. That would be row 1. So you keep making half double crochet stitches, yarn over, insert into the next chain space, pull up a loop. So we're going to keep on doing this, and I'll meet you at the end of row 1. I just completed row 1. So to do row 2, you are going to chain 1, flip your work, and for row 2 we are going to be doing a different type of stitch. It's still half double crochet, but this time we're working at the back, so it's called a back loop half double crochet. So with our chain 1 here, we are going to yarn over like we usually do, but instead of inserting your hook right here, you're going to be inserting it at the back. You see 2 V's here. This is 1 and 2. So this is the front loop, this is the back loop, and I'll call this the middle. So normally insert into the middle, but this time we are going to be inserting into the back loop. So you are going to yarn over and insert into the back loop and do a normal half double crochet. So for the next one, yarn over and insert into the back loop and do a half double crochet, yarn over, insert into the back loop and do a half double crochet. So this is a back loop half double crochet stitch, and this is what I'm going to use throughout. So yarn over, insert into the back and do a half double crochet, yarn over, crochet and the back. So this is what it's looking like now. I just completed row 2. So to do row 3, you're going to chain 1, flip your work and do a back loop half double crochet like we did in the previous round. So we are going to continue with a back loop half double crochet stitch into every chain space. So I just completed row 3 and we are going to chain 1 as usual, flip our work and begin to make our back loop double crochet. So I want to make 10 rows, so I'll meet you at row 10. I'm on row 4 right now, so I'll meet you at row 10. I just completed row 10 now, and I'm going to measure this. So this is how your work should look like if you did the back loop half double crochet correctly. So I'm going to measure this. So if I stretch it, this is about 4 inches long, and I checked it on my head and I'm comfortable with it. You can decide to add more rows or do less depending on anything you want. So I'm just going to stop at row 10 here, and I'm going to fasten off and size my hook. So this is very stretchy. Now we're moving to the last phase, let me say the third phase of making our twisted headband. So you are going to fold this into 2 like this. You're going to fold this into equal halves, and you are going to fold the other side like this also. So this is what it should look like, and these 2 are folded. So what you're going to do is open up this a little and open this a little and insert it into each other like this, and like this. So let me do it again. Fold it into equal halves, then make sure that you folded them equally. So this is what you should have, and make sure this part is not twisted. So this is where you grab your needle. We're going to be sewing this all up together. So let me put this aside and insert your hook. You're going to insert the yarn into the needle work now, and we're going to be sewing these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 together. So make sure you are grabbing each. So I just sew the 4 together, and I'm going to cut my yarn here. And so this is the wrong side. We're going to turn it around now, turn it inside out, and this is what we have.